What's up, guys? George back again to do another predictions video. This one is for WWE's Tables, Ladders, and Chairs on October 22nd, 2017. Live from the Target Center, I believe, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Annual TLC this year, which is the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. It looks like there's only going to be one Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match at this thing. And it really is shaping up to be not a very good pay-per-view. 7 matches total. I'm sure there's going to be one on the pre-show. However, I don't know which match that'll be. I try to research it a little bit. I didn't see anything. I don't know. But anyway, 3 ladies matches and 4 men's matches. I don't know the running order of the matches again, but I'll just go down. And the first one, first match that I'll talk about anyways, Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks. That was just announced this past Monday on Raw. Sasha Banks has already beat her twice. Alicia Fox twice. I don't think Alicia Fox is that good in the ring. Sometimes she is, sometimes she's not. And I think with Sasha winning twice on Raw, they'll probably have Alicia Fox win it. It means nothing. It's kind of a throwaway match. There's no belt or anything for it, but I don't know. I don't dig that match at all. I like the Alicia Fox's character, the nutty one. She's pretty funny, but I don't know. I just see them giving her the win since Sasha's already beat her twice. Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James for the Raw Women's Championship. That could go either way. Mickie James hopefully gets the win. It'd be nice for her to have a belt again for a little while. That storyline's been kind of interesting anyway. Alexa Bliss calling her Mickie James like the old lady, and pretty much punking her out on her age. But hopefully Mickie James, I'm going to say Mickie James is going to win the belt on Sunday. We'll see. And then you have the debut of Asuka, or Asuka, that's what we call her. But Asuka debuts on pay-per-view and basically on the main roster versus Emma. I think that's a no-brainer. They give that to Asuka. Emma, I don't think she's that great of a performer, but we'll see. Kalisto versus Enzo Amore for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Now, there's been some kind of shake-up with Neville leaving or asking for his release, which I think is a big blow to that Cruiserweight division. He's obviously been the champ for a while. They gave Enzo Amore the belt a couple weeks ago, and he already lost it to Kalisto. Kalisto's the champ now. I just don't see them giving it back to Enzo at this point right now. Maybe they will, but Kalisto's definitely the better wrestler of the two. Not a big fan of Enzo by himself. I like him with him and Cass, but by himself, I just don't see it. Great on the mic, though. He's funny. But I don't think he's that great in the ring by himself. He needs that partner. But they'll probably end up giving it to Enzo again. From what I understand, it was a Showtime decision to give Kalisto the belt last week. because Neville walked out. Neville wasn't going to win the belt anyway back on last week's Monday Night Raw. So he walked out. I don't know. I guess he didn't like the storyline or where it was headed. Kind of reminds me 20 years ago when Stone Cold went home, took his ball and went home, but Neville kind of did the same thing, which sucks because I think that puts a big damper on the cruiserweight division. He was the champ for a long time. He's the best one, in my opinion, in that whole division. So hopefully they can work something out with him when he comes back, but I doubt it. So I'm going to say they're going to give it back to Enzo Amore. He's going to cheat somehow and win it back. Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher versus Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. Don't give a shit about that match. I don't know. I'll say Cedric and Rich Swann, but I really don't care. That's not a pay-per-view match. I mean, really, none of these are, if you ask me, except for the Electra Bliss versus Mickie James. They're not. It's a weak pay-per-view so far, but I'll say Cedric and Rich Swann. Who knows? Then you have the Demon Finn Balor versus Sister Abigail, which is Bray Wyatt's alter ego, I guess. He's been running some good vignettes the last couple weeks. Bray has with the Sister Abigail character. It's kind of different. I don't know if that's, are they going to bury him again this pay-per-view, or is he actually going to get a win against Finn Balor? I don't know. I'd like to think they're going to give Bray a victory finally as Sister Abigail. I don't know, if he's going to dress up. I guess he is, because he's been doing like some weird makeup shit with himself the last couple weeks, which I think is cool. It's different. The Demon Finn Balor. It could go either way, really. I'm gonna say Bray this time. I think they give Bray the win this time, but I could be way off. I don't think they bury him 3 times in a row, but who knows? Then I'm sure this is the main event. 5-on-3 handicap match, a tables, ladders, and chairs match. You got Braun Strowman, The Miz, Kane, Cesaro, and Sheamus versus The Shield. I mean, 5-on-3 match, and in that kind of match, anything can happen. I would think the Shield gets to win since they're fresh again. They're back again. But do they play it off like one of these Shield guys turns already? Like Roman turns on the other two. It's Seth and Dean are still tag team champs together. It just doesn't make any sense. These matches don't make any fucking sense whatsoever. But I'm going to say the Shield, but who knows? I mean, does Braun wipe out everybody? I'm really sick of The Miz at this point. He's a great heel, but it's time to just pull back on him a little bit. I love Cesaro and Sheamus. Kane comes out of nowhere on this past Monday, which I didn't see that coming. And I don't know why Kane would team up with those guys, but I'm going to say the Shield. But like I said, it's turning out to be a pretty shitful pay-per-view. The only match I'm interested in is the Shield versus the 5-on-3 and the Demon Finn Balor versus Sister Abigail, which is Bray Wyatt. Everything else, to me, I could care less about. Everything else to me is just Raw matches on Monday night. There's no draw to this pay-per-view whatsoever except for the Shield match and the Finn Balor Bray Wyatt match that's happened the last 2 pay-per-views. So this is all going into the Survivor Series season, which is next month, which I believe is both brands. I think that's both brands on that show. So I don't think there's going to be a pay-per-view until then, after this match, or after this one. I don't think there's another SmackDown pay-per-view. I could be wrong, but for some reason I'm thinking Survivor Series is next. I don't know. It's just a pretty lame pay-per-view in my opinion. I don't see any value to this pay-per-view. There's no real title defenses except for the Raw's Women's Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship. There's no tag team matches. There's no heavyweight world champ matches. It's just kind of a blah pay-per-view. The only reason I'll watch it, obviously, is for the Shield in the 5-on-3 handicap match and the Demon Finn Balor versus Sister Abigail, which is Bray Wyatt. So again, I'll run through them, give you my predictions. Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks. Probably Alicia Fox because Sasha's won the last 2 times. Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James. I'm going to say Mickie James. Asuka. Asuka versus Emma. I'm going to say Asuka. Kalisto versus Enzo. Probably Enzo. He'll cheat. The Brian Kendrick versus Jack Gallagher versus Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. I'll say Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. I don't give a fuck about that. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I'm going to say Bray this time. I hope. That's just hope, wishful thinking. And the Shield versus Braun Strowman, The Miz, Kane, Cesaro, and Sheamus. I'm going to say the Shield just because they've only been back for a couple weeks now, so I don't think they bury them that fast in that match. However, unless Braun Strowman takes out everybody, which I have a feeling could lead to a Braun Strowman versus Kane match at some point. I don't know. I could see those two turning on each other, although they were left together in the ring this past Monday, laying over Roman. So we'll see. Anyway, that is my prediction for this week's TLC on the WWE Network, Sunday, October 22nd. Pretty lame pay-per-view in my opinion. So I will do a recap video on Monday. If it's even worth it, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you next time. Peace.